Hello, Craig Mathletes. Welcome back. So today we're going to be discussing converting mixed fractions to improper fractions. Now, a mixed fraction is a fancy way of saying I have a whole number and I have a fraction, which is a piece of a whole number, and I've put them together. It's kind of like this right here that we see. We have 3 and 2/3. 3 is a whole number, 2/3 is a fraction, and I've kind of mashed them together into one mixed number. Now, as we move through this series on fractions, you will learn that we can't always do things with mixed fractions. We sometimes need to put them where they are one single fraction altogether, and we call that an improper fraction. So an improper fraction is going to have a numerator that is bigger than its denominator. Let me back that up because talking and writing at the same time doesn't always work. So we're wanting a bigger number over a smaller number. And there are a couple different ways we can do that. I have heard this referred to as the Texas method. I have heard it referred to as the big C, which is also called the horseshoe sometimes. But my personal favorite, and the one I stick to, is MAD, just because I don't like fractions personally, just a vendetta I have. So I always get angry every time we get around fractions, and thus it's easy for me to remember to get mad at the fractions. Okay. Now, what MAD stands for is it is for multiplying, adding, and keeping the denominator. Okay, and let me draw this a little bit differently. So what we're going to do is we are going to have 3 multiplied by 3. I have 3 wholes, and I am multiplying that fraction times 3. So 3 times 3, that gives me 9. Now I'm going to take this 9, and I'm going to add 2 more to it. 9 plus 2 is going to give me my numerator of 11. Now, remember the D stands for keep the denominator. So I'm just going to push this 3 over. And now look, I have an improper fraction. I have 11/3. I have a bigger number over a smaller number. Now, where did we get TX from? The TX is right here. Our plus and our multiply kind of looks like a TX. And then the circle I made with the purple is a lot like a big C or even a horseshoe. But let's take this a step further. Now that I've shown you the method for this, let's talk about what we are actually saying. So we are saying when we have 3 times 3, and let's pick a pretty blue pen. So I'm going to need, that's not a blue, 2, 3, and I'll need one more circle because we have 4. So I'm going to break all of these up into thirds because we have the 3 down here in our denominator. So thirds. So we're going to go thirds, third, third, and a third. And now I want to fill in 3 holes, 1 hole, 2 holes. I now have 3 whole pieces filled in. And now I want to fill in 2 extra parts because my numerator is 2. So I'm going to fill in 1 and 2. So what I have done is I have said that there are 3 times. So there's 3 in each of these, 3 of those for holes. And I'm adding my 2 spare parts. So what I have just done is simplified the process that allows me to determine I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 thirds. There's actually 11 1/3 of whatever it is we're counting. In this case, it's pizza because I'm very hungry and ready to go get pizza. Little Caesars, if you're looking to sponsor me, give me a shout. I'm down. And that's it. It's that simple. Let's take one more look because I don't like to leave you with just one fraction or one example. So we'll clear the board real quick and we'll look at 6 1/2. 6 1/2. And I want to convert this into an improper fraction. So I'm going to get mad, which means I'm going to multiply, and I'm going to add 2 times 6. 2 times 6 is 12. 12 plus 1. 12 plus 1 is 13. So I have multiplied, I have added, and now I'm going to keep my denominator 2. 6 1/2 turns into the improper fraction of 13 over 2. Hopefully this helps you out as you get into multiplying and dividing fractions and you need to know how to convert the numbers. Feel free to come back, stick by. I'll be here waiting. Until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, click the little notification bell, and I'll see you in class tomorrow.